What up, you Timers here. Since this month I'm doing my reviews for past September films, here is my review for the 1993 suspense thriller, The Good Son. Now, of course, I'm Macaulay Culkin, who's right now on the new season of American Horror Story, but that's not the first time he ventured into pretty much like the terror horror genre. Of course, he became a little creepy when he played The Good Son, and I wouldn't really call it a good son. I mean, this movie got released about like a year after Culkin, appeared as Kevin in Home Alone 2. Okay, this is no Home Alone right here. Yeah, Kevin really, you know, Kevin took the psychopath really seriously. In us. Now, this film was of course directed by Joseph Rubin, and it was pretty much like a psychological thriller. And in it pretty much follows like this young kid named Mark, played by Elijah Wood, who after the death of his mother essentially stayed with his aunt and uncle while his father is away on business. And there he meets his cousin Henry, played by Macaulay Culkin, who also shows like a violent of evil behavior here. I mean, this Macaulay Culkin's character Henry does some of the most outrageous, insane stuff. Like, dude literally chose like this human like dog down on cover traffic, cause a traffic jam. I mean, the stuff that this kid does in this is insane. Like, this movie's gonna make you not even want to have kids. By the way, yeah. I mean, Hollywood has always had a habit of pretty much making making kids creepy in movies. Whether it's I don't know, Children of the Corn, whether it's Gage from Pet Cemetery, they just love them creepy kids, you know. Of course, Orphan's another pretty good one, and The Good Son is up there. I mean, Macaulay Culkin's Henry character is one of the most creepiest kids, one of the most insane kids you ever see on screen. I mean, if you really want to look at it, he's like a he's like pretty much a live action version of Stewie from Family Guy. Except he's not baby, but still, this kid is a sociopath. But anyway, of course, it started Elijah Wood, years before he became a Frodo in Lord of the Rings. Uh, and of course, he also had Wendy Christian, who plays like the mother here. David Morse was in this. The one who plays like the this young sister in this is played by Quinn Culkin, who is actually the real life sister of Macaulay Culkin. He even had a little cameo by Rory Culkin, but he was only in featuring like a photograph. Uh, But that aside, The Good Son is definitely one of my favorite psychological thrillers of the night. It's so fun. It's entertaining. This movie will leave you guessing from beginning to end. It's a really decent cat and mouse game between the two kids. I mean, if you guys have never really watched The Good Son, you gotta give this one a go. It is so good, so creepy. I used to watch this thing tons of time when it was on TV. I mean, if you want to hear Kevin McAllister pretty much drop an F bomb, this is one for you. Yeah, the script was pretty cool. I mean, there there is some pretty intense moments, like the scene where the little girl where the little sister is like ice skiing with Macaulay Culkin's Henry, and he pretty much lets go of her, and he and the poor little girl actually falls into pretty much almost drowns after getting dunked into this to the ice. I mean, yeah, if you want to see some creepy stuff, this is one for you. I mean, if you guys, I mean, this movie actually premiered all the way back on September 24th, 1993, and probably doesn't hold up as it does today, but it's a really good one if you guys haven't seen it. I mean, definitely go watch The Good Son, you guys. It's definitely it's literally one of my favorite non-Home Alone Macaulay Culkin performances. Obviously, my favorite Macaulay Culkin movie will always be the Home Alone films. But if I gotta choose some of my favorite Macaulay Culkin films that is not Home Alone related, The Good Son definitely is up there. Along with maybe Richie Rich is a pretty good one. Let's see, Jacob's Ladder he was also in. I mean, Macaulay Culkin has some pretty good stuff outside of the Home Alone franchise. But that's right. Yeah, you could probably. I'm not sure where you can find The Good Son nowadays. Shame it's not on any streaming sites, but you can find it on Vudu, Prime Video, Apple TV. It's not really on Netflix or anything like that, but yeah. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever watched The Good Son? If so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Henry Silent.